and welcome to Food Neighbourhoods on Monocle Radio, where once again we visit the places locals love for their food and drink. This week, Mandy Sinclair heads to the Dodgy Dock Restaurant and Bar food market on Grenada in the West Indies to meet some of the nation's gastronomic pioneers and taste test the local cuisine. Take a listen.
It's a Wednesday evening and I've just arrived on the Caribbean island of Grenada, in time for Dodgy Dock's Street Food Wednesdays, apparently the hottest midweek ticket in town. We arrived just as the sun was setting over the Caribbean Sea, and though it was hot, I couldn't wait to tuck into some of the flavors. Fragrant curries, barbecued ribs, and even stewed pumpkin. With tickets in hand to exchange for warm plates of food, I joined local Camila for tips on what to sample and the lowdown on Grenadian food.
Okay, my name is Camilla, and we are at Street Food Wednesday, also the Chocolate Fest launch. Held by a resort called True Blue Bay Resort, and every Wednesday they have local food, live music, a lot of vibes.
What are some of the local foods that we must eat while we're here?
I would say definitely try anything like bakes and saltfish. Saltfish is kind of like a salted cod. I would also say national dish. It's like a one-pot meal. That's what we call it, because everything is in one big pot. So it's made with like callaloo, which is similar to spinach, dumplings made with flour, as well as coconut, red fruit, which is the main ingredient. It isn't in season all year round, but right now it's currently in season.
Okay.
Also pumpkin, other vegetables, all in one pot.
Oh, amazing. So it's just like a good hearty stew.
Yeah. It's very different from stew.
Okay.
Very different.
All right.
But it tastes really yummy. It may look messy because everything is mixed together, but it's delicious. Goat it's not very common in Grenada, but we do love curried meat. So you'll get a lot of curried chicken, curried goat.
Shall we go and have some taste of a few things?
I'm told the businesses are a mix of established restaurants and vendors who have a love of cooking and sharing their food. But one stall in particular, Street Food Masters, has me handing over enough tickets to fill a plate, with mutton curry, macaroni pie, and stewed pumpkin.
I'm about to tuck into my pumpkin, my curried mutton, and my mac and cheese pie, which I'm told blends perfectly together. Lots of meat, lots of carbs. Let's try.
I can confirm it was delicious, but I was also happy to share with some friends who joined, as on the way to Dodgy Docks, our driver and guide told us about a dish called crabback. I happened to spot some amongst the options available.
I'm Darren Williams, and I'm from Belmont. I work with Lucy at Lucy's Hotspot, food catering services. And the crabback, it's crab meat mixed with breadcrumbs, seasoned, and stuffed back into the crabback and baked.
How long is it baked for?
15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
And are you here every week or?
Yeah, every Wednesday we're right here.
And it looks like you've only got 2 crab backs left, so I need to get one. Do you typically sell out of this dish?
Yeah.
And though not one to typically eat shellfish, I made an exception given the rave reviews I'd heard in the short time since I'd arrived on the island. With only 2 pieces remaining, I knew I couldn't think about it for too long. It was delicious and reminiscent of traditional stuffing one might have with Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner. Next up, I stopped by the smoky grills for a side of ribs with the meat literally falling off the bone. And since tonight also marks the launch of the annual chocolate festival, I'm told the barbecue sauce has a special ingredient.
Hi, my name is Shakil. I am the head chef of True Blue Bay. So over here we have our live pasta station and our live barbecue as well. So for tonight we do some live Alfredo pastas. We have a variety of Alfredo. We do chicken, mushroom, seafood, and shrimp. On the barbecue tonight we have our ribs, our grilled wings, our grilled chicken leg, grilled fish, and shrimp skewer. But we have a special tonight, our chocolate barbecue ribs, because we have our Grenadian Chocolate Festival opening that we are hosting tonight.
And so tell me a little bit. I've been hearing all about this chocolate barbecue sauce. Can you tell me a little bit about what's in it?
All right, so for starters, we have our 90% Grenadian chocolate, authentic Grenadian chocolate in it from Juve Chocolate. Our barbecue sauce is a mixture of different spices. It's homemade, house-made barbecue sauce, so I don't really want to give out too much of the secret ingredients. So the main ingredient in our chocolate barbecue sauce tonight would be our Grenadian 90% chocolate.
So when it's not the chocolate festival, what's in your regular, like is it just your regular homemade barbecue sauce?
Yes, it's just our regular homemade barbecue
And
sauce.
so how much chocolate is in the special sauce tonight?
So, for instance, we have about 6 ounces of chocolate in our homemade barbecue sauce tonight.
Okay.
We made a nice batch of barbecue sauce.
Amazing.
Yes.
And do you sell it, or you can only get it at Street Food Wednesdays?
We only get it at Street Food Wednesday.
And for dessert, since I was on the island for the chocolate festival, I couldn't resist sampling a piece or two. And Emma from House of Chocolate provided the perfect tip as I sampled a piece of Crayfish Bay Organics coconut cream chocolate from charcoal roasted beans.
When you're tasting chocolate, you do not chew. You put it on your tongue, suck on it, and inhale. That's where you get the smoky flavor coming out.
A tip that came in handy when I met Aaron Sylvester from Tri-Island Chocolate Company for a sample of his take on the crunchy bar.
I was born in the UK, West London, and I left when Brexit happened in 2016, and I moved home to Grenada, where my parents are from. So in 2017, I learned to make bad chocolate. In 2018, I learned to make good chocolate. In 2019, we opened our chocolate factory, and then we've been making chocolate ever since. So in the last year, we decided to change up what we do. We make 3 chocolate bars, 56% dark milk, 75% with bee pollen, and then an 80% dark chocolate, which we all have here. You can try all of them here today. And then this year we started doing basically a Grenadian crunchy bar. We have a lot of kids that come to our factory for our make your own chocolate bar experience, and they always say, oh, dark chocolate's bitter. And my way of proving it's not bitter is by giving them a crunchy bar to taste, which is caramelized sugar covered in dark chocolate, and then they realize that dark chocolate isn't bitter. So that's what you tasted just now.
Tell me a little bit about the chocolate that's made with bee pollen. That's quite interesting.
Yeah, so when I first moved back, I wanted to create my own flavors, and I wanted to make a honey-flavored chocolate, because Grenada is known for great spices and great cocoa, but we also have amazing honey. But when I learned about chocolate, I realized that you can't actually put honey in chocolate because it's a liquid. It has to be dry or powder form. So the best thing or nearest thing to that was bee pollen. So we made a bee pollen flavored chocolate bar, and that's what we have in the yellow packaging there today.
And so with bellies full, the vendors' food supplies running low, and the odd sample of rum along the way, we bid farewell to another week of Dodgy Dock Street Food Wednesdays at True Blue Bay Resort.
Food Neighbourhoods is a Monocle production from the team behind the menu. This episode was written by Mandy Sinclair and edited by Mariella Bevan and Flynn Simons. For more food and drink stories, tune into the menu on Monocle Radio every Friday at 2000 London time. I'm Monica Lillis. Thanks for listening.